Yo, welcome back to a brand new Craftopia video. Today we are going to be doing a base tour around Kyle's automation Skyscraper. Now as always, if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like and subscribe. Comment down below of any help that you may need in the game, or do you have a base that you want me to come and check out and potentially do a base tour on? Well, let me know down in the comments below. But let's do this. Okay, so we are going in to Kyle's super base. This is insane. Like, look at the size of this place. It's very cool. Now, I've had a little tour around this place already, just because I wanted to be able to explain to you guys what I'm properly looking at, because this is a lot more intricate. Now, we are getting a little bit of desync here. As you can see, Kyle is full pelt running, and yeah, he's barely moving on my screen. So with the power of editing, we will make our way through this base. So coming up to the front door, this is a very clever use of these doors. Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this, but if you see, they are shutters but single doors. It's very cool. It looks great, especially for this type of base. He's made good use out of it, so we're going to see a lot of that on the way around, and I will show you guys exactly how to do it very soon. So coming into a little reception area here, very cool. The big glass windows on the front makes it look very cool. Here we've got a little, it's almost like a little dining room, but surrounded by the gear in the game and the weapons. Some awesome stuff there. The shields look very cool laid out like that. I do like that. But here's a very interesting thing. Now, on the way out, as you can see, he's got these two item stands, one with the jetpack on and another with the wings. But if you look very closely at the wings, they actually slightly breathe still. Now, I think this makes it very cool for a house decoration, and it's something that I actually want to incorporate into my own base just because they move that little bit. So very cool use there. Okay, now coming over to the opposite side, we have a little Christmas themed room. We're heading into the Christmas month now and getting in the mood here. It's very cool how this igloo is on the back of the door, meaning you walk straight into the igloo. Very interesting. This is just like a little market area. So coming into here, you just got some market stalls, little bank in here. Very cool. Very cool little market area. The doors, the shutters on the doors, they make it very cool, I think. So coming out to this side here now, this is kind of the little storage room. So we've got all the majority of the stuff that he's going to need in here, you know, stuff to go out and survive, weapons and things, gacha machine. Coming over to this side now, got like a little warehouse kind of factory part, if you will. I mean, the whole thing's basically a factory, but just got some blacksmiths, skilled refinery in here. Got the new recycling machine. Actually, the first recycling machine I've seen in one of these base tours. Very cool. I do have a full video coming out explaining the recycling machines very, very soon. But cool little room. Heading on back here now, and we've got a little break room, a little chill out area. Have a little seat and just look around. Got the books and stuff to have a little read. Cool little bedroom. This looks cool. The table with like the money on the top. I think that's a very cool little feature. So coming on down to the automations now. Now, this is the great part about this building. This is the reason I wanted to show you guys Kyle's base, purely because some of the automations here and the intricacy of some of the builds. Oh, I'm going to get stuck in the machine now, aren't I? Oh, no. So the base is extremely intricate. So as you can see here, this is just a small little area in the base, but it's a part of a big automation, which is pretty much the entire base. So the entire base just absolutely surrounds this mountain on Beginner's Island, and it's just ridiculous. It's so clever how it just works around like this. Now, this may look just like mayhem to you guys. You may not understand what is going on here, but believe me when I tell you, Kyle knows exactly what's going on here, where things are coming from, what they're doing. Everything is set up perfectly. Now, the only thing he did tell me was that some of the automations, as you can see here, aren't currently running. And that's purely because Kyle is actually on console. So having all of this automation can cause problems. So, you know, he kind of does it with the resource that he needs to go and fire up that station. But that's just exactly how he knows where everything is. Now, He said he's got a little bit of room here to carry on adjusting if he needs to, but for now he's kind of got everything that he needs. Now this part here is crazy. So he said to me, this is where I saw the crab farm. Look how high up we are right now, chat. We are up a mountain. How are you going to have a crab farm up here? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Let me come out on this mountain edge to show you. A full-on lift. He can extend this as far as he likes. If you watched my crab farm video, I mentioned a lot in there how you can extend a crab farm because it's just the same build over and over, so you can just keep going. Well, that all then gets brought all the way down, followed all the way up to the top of this tower and into the building, because look how high up the building is off the floor. If you remember Beginner Island, you'll remember exactly how high up this actually is. So having a crab farm attached to it is incredibly useful, and the use of all of this is just great. In fact, I'm going to go down and ride it. Why not? So it comes on up, it gets deposited out, spat out onto the track, and off we go. We are on our way to the main building itself. Now, it's such a simple design, but it just looks cool. It works great, especially with the style of the entire building, and it's just cool. I really like it. So coming on out to here now, I guess we're going out to this middle part. Okay, so the desync is kind of killing me here, but we're all good. We got this. So this is the top of the mountain. So this is where the very first transportation altar is on the Beginner Island. So this just shows up how high up we are, but we've got this little courtyard area here. Now this is the very cool part. If you actually look at the inside here, there's all these doors all the way up, allowing you to quick access any floor that you wish from this little middle hangout area, which I thought was very cool. I thought it worked really good, and it was a clever use. So coming up to here now, moving up to all the automated herb stuff and farming plot. We got everything up here, and again, it just works within that shape of the building as well. You got all the blue herbs down there going currently, but can swap them out to pretty much anything. You can finish the automation here to creating the potions if you wish. So this is just a big load of farming plots, so you can put anything you want down, but it's then pushed onto this middle conveyor belt system where it's brought for either selling, or there's a different conveyor belt system which takes it to a chest for collection. So if he needs a bit of money, he'll throw some peaches down on the side that takes it to the market. But if he needs a particular produce like chilies, then he would do it on the side with the chest, and that would allow him to have two automations running, but having a different purpose at the end of it, whether that be selling or storing. So coming into this next floor here, now in here got a bunch of the auto cookers, so basically all the bioethanol farms. That you always need bioethanol, so it's handy to have a farm like this running. But then we're coming over to this side, and this side is the tree farm. So in here, in this system, we will get in there in a moment, in this system is a tree and bush farm. So we will go in and check out all of that soon. So as you can see, these are all just the monopots that are on the bottom. These can be set up to farm anything. You can pretty much adjust them to allow yourself, maybe you want to farm a particular item for a particular reason. You don't have to go and set up an entire automation for it. These are like automations that you can just kind of do yourself. But as you can see, we have bushes going around here as well. They would be healed and cut for wood and straw. Now, coming around to this side here, all the bioethanol farms, very cool. Now, as you know, I absolutely love fans. So this is a great use of the fans and the quarter walls. I might incorporate this similar thing into some of my builds. I really like this, putting the little quarter wall down just to stick a fan onto it, because as you know, I love me some fans. Going on up now, we got another floor of automations, and up here is all the animals and the battery farm. So this is the battery farm here, but I'm sure you're in the same situation as am I, where we have these battery farms, but we don't have enough uses for batteries. So we're just overflown with batteries. So that's why it's all not running right now. But also got some big level animals in there. It's kind of crazy to see some of those full-size animals Very cool. This is actually also set up to be a little bit of a poop farm. Not particularly a crazy amount of poop because there's not like a max amount of animals in there, but it's a good amount and it will collect it when it is there. So very cool. Now we're moving on to all the tree farms. As you can see, this is an extension of the bottom part that we were on, where we could see those killing pots and those bushes were going round. Well, this is the next floor above. So it's the same healing pot, but it's also doing the trees up here. So these trees can be farmed, and it's one of each, which you really don't need to do. You can do it for the enchants, but he's pretty much told me that he'd done it for the aesthetic reason to have one of each. And then up here, little viewing platform of the trees, very cool, but loads of spare room up on this floor to put down a bunch more automations. And as they produce more, then oh look, some of the cows have come through, so this is also another clever use. Up here we have Anubis, and underneath he spawns these cows endlessly. So what he's set up, Kyle set up a pot down here for the cows to go around, fall into the pot, cook, fired out, sorted, some of it stored into here. So as you can see, absolutely stacked with failed cooking, milk, but great for the picture book and great for if you want milk. And then the rest of it, the meat, gets pushed up this side all the way up to the top and cooked. But some of the cows have got through. So great use of Anubis's never-ending cow spawner. You know, it's one thing to set up a mono healer, but it's another thing when you don't even need to. So this is then being used in the aging facility to turn it into grease, which comes through to the chemistry lab here. And yeah, just a great automation. I really like it. It's cool to have all this space up here to add further automations in here if he wishes, but there is still plenty more that they will add to the game. So I'm sure this building will get even taller, but right now it's just great. I actually really like this base. Just the intricacy of the actual builds worming their way in between each other is very cool. It's kind of one of those bases that, like, if you don't live there, if you're not Kyle, then that place looks crazy. But for Kyle, it makes perfect sense. It looks very cool. And yeah, I really like it. And there we go. That is Kyle's automation skyscraper. Very cool. I really enjoyed this base tour. Thank you so much, Kyle, for having me and showing off your base to the channel. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe. Comment down below what did you think of the base, or just any help that you may need in the game. Thank you again to Kyle. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you want me to come and check out your base in a future episode, but most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!